coming at you with a beer review. I've got a good beer. I was out working hard today. I was out working, putting up siding on my son Christian's house again. So I'm tired and I'm ready for a good beverage. But I've got more of a winter beverage, and here it is, October 4th, and it's a warm day. It was in like the mid-80s, but it's cooling down now, and I'm going to enjoy it anyway. This one came to me from Steve. It came from the Canadian Sasquatch Brewery. It is the BIllionaire. BIllionaire from Clown Shoes. This is their 4th anniversary ale, so promises to be a good one. It is a barley wine, and it's English barley wine, a big one, a 12% barley wine. It was produced for them, brewed at the Ipswitch Brewery in Ipswich, Massachusetts. And the interesting thing about this is how it's aged. It is aged in European cognac barrels. Folks, I like cognac. I do. I like me some good brandies and cognacs and Armagnacs. So let's get this one cracked open and give it a try. Okay, there we go. Take a look. Got some bubbles rising up. I almost got a finger head. A little rocky on the top, but otherwise creamy. It's just kind of a tan. We'll call it a tan colored head. There's almost some orange tint to it, actually, I would say, in that head. And the body itself is like a really deep amber. We've got some haziness on the glass, but brown to super deep amber in color. I've got some orangish amber hues down at the bottom, but it would be a kind of a medium brown in color. Let's get the nose. Oh my, there's some nice aromas. There's a really wonderful toffee. There's some caramel as well, but some great toffee, butterscotch almost even, I'd say, and vanilla notes on here, and raisins. There's some dark fruits. Oh yeah, definitely raisins. You do get some booze. There's I don't know if like there's sherry cognac-y type thing coming off of it. So there's cognac, but a little bit like a sherry hint as well, I'd say, and almost a hint of like an orange. Yeah, I swear I get like some orange on there. That's very, very interesting, but more of that toffee and almost a rum scent are coming off, and a little bit of the woodiness, a little bit of the oak. Yeah, I might even get some more aromas as it warms up. I'm serving this a little cool. We're gonna let it warm up through, but yeah, that big toffee and caramel, butterscotch, vanilla type thing is just huge on it. Again, with that oakiness and some raisin, particularly of the dark fruits. Let's get a taste. It's a little thinner than I would have expected. I'm going to say that right up front. A little thinner. Now, I know as it warms, it's going to get a more full mouthfeel. But even now, with it being pretty cool, you can see it leaving legs and stuff on the sides. Yeah, it's a pretty beer. It's got a wonderful taste. You definitely get some of that raisin, as I said. Yeah, it's not really like a syrupy one, but it's on the full side of medium right now. We'll see how it changes as it progresses. You get some nice, though, like brown sugar type flavors, and again, those toffee flavors. Definitely raisins, almost a hint of like some plum, hint of vanilla. But we're gonna let this warm up and see where it takes it, so I'll be back. Okay, I've been letting this warm. I've been enjoying it. I wanna give it a little swirl just to show you that it builds up a bit of a head, which is really nice. Just super appealing in the look and appearance. Really great flavors. I'll come back to that. I'd say there's a little bit of astringency though from the oak. So a little bit of those tannins and things kind of coming through that have a little bit of a bite. But otherwise, it's just a really pleasant beer. Really well crafted, I think. Really good. It's pretty much all those things that I mentioned earlier. You do get some of that cognac, but you almost get like it comes off like a rum, which is interesting, like a bit of a dark rum on there. I want to mention this was bottled April 4th of 2014, and it's October 4th, so this is exactly 6 months aged at the moment. In addition to some of the descriptions that I gave earlier, I'd say there's a bit of like date sugar coming off on it, which is nice. Just a hint of like a kind of a toasted coconut on there. A hint of like a creme brulee type of a flavor on it. So you got those brown sugars. You definitely get the booziness on it, but It's not overpowering. It's not unpleasing. And this is a beer that I think that could definitely age. All right, time for ratings. So in terms of English barley wine, well, it does lean towards an English barley wine because it's not super hoppy. I am getting the presence of hops, just as I said I was getting some orange flavors off the hops. I don't know what hops they put in it, but I definitely do get the balancing hops, along with the oaks kind of balances it out, and you get that astringency, as I said, from the oak. It's a little bit boozy, but, you know, you got the cognac barrels come into play here, and that's a fun part, actually. It adds some flavors, although I do get a lot of rum rather than cognac, which is interesting. But maybe some astringency there. So I can't quite give it the full-on A. It's going to be in the A- category. It's an excellent beer, not world class. I'm going to give this one a 93, though. I think I'm really enjoying it, and I really encourage the use of cognac and brandy in barrels. I love that. So overall, I'm going to give it a 94. I'm rather enjoying it. Just to get some like fig and date and raisins and some dark fruits on here is great, but the amount of caramel and toffee that come off it, and some rum type quotient along with the cognac and sherry, plenty of oak on it, hints of toasted coconut, vanilla. There's just a lot of great flavors on this. I'm loving it. So here it is. It is the Billionaire. It's the 4th anniversary ale from Clown Shoes. I do like a lot of the stuff that Clown Shoes has produced. I've definitely enjoyed their beers. And look, you've got a surfer on there. He's surfing money. What more can you ask for? This is Kevin Clements Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you in the next beer review.